Hello, my name is Joe Richter. I'm a real estate broker and an associate broker with Keller Realty in Irvine. I'm licensed in California and Oregon. I prepare monthly reports that look at the market trends in 14 communities that run from Newport Beach to Ladera Ranch through Irvine and Trabuco Canyon. These reports are available on our website at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Market Trends Monthly Updates. You will see in this report a lot of graphs, charts, and tables. The MLS data we use in this report is also accessible on our website at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Predefined Community Listings. This report focuses on Ladera Ranch single-family homes over 3,250 square feet. It covers the period from January 1st through May 31st, 2020. The monthly headline is New Listings Jump into a Normal Range and Inventory Remains Low. March and April had a slowdown in new listings, but May came back strong, making it the strongest month of the year so far. Contracts written came on just as strong, effectively wiping out any inventory increases. Closings lag, but they have to. They follow contracts by 35 or so days. The Ladera Ranch single-family home over 3,250 square foot market is currently a seller's market with 2.6 months of inventory. As seen in the table, monthly inventory levels have been very stable so far this year. Chapman University defines a buyer's market in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. The number of months of inventory is normal for this market. As seen in the line chart, the number of units available is well below normal. This is due to contracts written occurring almost as fast as the new listings have. Monitoring the active and new listing status provides insight into trends such as home values and inventory levels. There are 17 active listings. There were 16 in our report 30 days ago. There were 26 new listings over the past 90 days. 11 of those are still on the market. There were 12 new listings in May during the stay-at-home order. Next, we will discuss the 3 essential steps in selling and buying. They are: new listings reflect a willing seller, contracts written reflect a willing buyer, and closings is the execution of the technical aspects and legal obligations of the purchase contract by the buyer with lender cooperation. Compared to the same period in 2019, new listings are down 28%, contracts written are down 13%, and closings are up 29%. New listings are down 28%. The Ladera SFR market over 3,250 square feet had a normal January and February volume-wise, but slowed immediately upon the news of COVID-19. In May, the sellers and buyers have come back to the market in almost equal portion. The good news is Fannie Mae is forecasting very strong third and fourth quarters this year. Contracts written are down 13% compared to 2019. January was a strong start. February and March did okay, but April fell off a little bit. May came back and put up solid, normal numbers. Closings are up 29% for the year compared to 2019, due mostly to excellent January and February. February was frankly outstanding. March and April slipped, and May continued that little slide. With the strong surge in contracts written in May, it should be expected that closings will show an upward trend in June or no later than July, because they follow contracts written by about 35 days. If that happens, we should see clear signs and confirmation of the recovery. Home values are understandably the most important subject sellers want to talk about. Home values are always established by the market, the buyers, not the sellers. The last graph in this report demonstrates this market value concept. Be sure and pay attention when we get there. In Ladera, values are running down 3.6% for the year. However, that should be perceived as good news. In February, values were down a little over 6 points. In March, values were down a little over 5%. And in April, they were down just at 4.2%. So we are definitely trending in the right direction. The current average list price for the active listings is $1,691,000. The range of prices in the current listing is from $1,175,000 to $2,795,000. Recent closings are used as a primary metric to determine pricing in appraisals and CMA. Depending upon the amount of information available, a look-back period of 90 to 180 days is typically used to obtain sufficient data to make the appraisal estimate. We use a look-back period of 90 days because our markets are robust with plenty of activity, and the shorter period reduces the distortion seasonality has on the data. For instance, looking back 6 months would mean we would have November and December data in our assumptions, and that would be totally irrelevant information to put into what is going on in the market today. In the last 90 days, 12 homes have closed. 7 closed below revised asking price, 3 sold at revised asking price, and 2 homes sold above revised asking price. This is a normal data distribution range for the Ladera single-family homes over 3,250 square feet. Days on market is the time from activating the listing on the MLS to getting an offer accepted and a purchase contract signed. It is the lifeblood of inventory levels. As listing brokers, we always advise in a normal market the DOM time would be 35 to 45 days and suggest pricing accordingly. The DOM for all active listings is 71 days. It was 91 days in our last report at the end of April. We should note that the shorter DOM is not a result of an increased sales pace. Rather, it is a result of a large number of homes added to the market that have only been for sale for less than 30 days. Monthly inventory levels are the primary determining factor in defining a market type as either a seller or buyer's market. Chapman University defines a buyer's market here in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. The current inventory level is a normal 2.6 months. The monthly inventory levels have been very stable so far this year. And as we do monitor DOM as a predictor of inventory levels, we also monitor 3 other inventory measures so that we can better anticipate possible market direction. These 3 are, first, the change in inventory from a point 90 days ago. Currently, inventory is down 5.6% from 90 days ago. The second is year-over-year inventory changes These aid in understanding how normal the current trend might be. Today, they are down 35%. And we have mentioned seasonality. The third metric we cross-check is on seasonality. We look at the month-to-month comparison. The current month, May of 2020, is down 55% compared to May of 2019. And here is a map of all the listings that we've used in this report. As you've noticed, we crunch a lot of data to present this level of detail. We get that data from saved searches on the MLS. We put the raw data into our proprietary statistical models. No one else has this presentation. This map, along with the following thumbnails, display the public-facing information in the listings. This page shows the listing thumbnails associated with each listing. Each has a summary of the listing. To see the full public information, go to our website and click on any one of the images. As noted in the opening, you can access this information at Joe-Richter under the navigation link Predefined Community Listings. And this table shows the active listings that we have at the moment. If you notice in the lower right hand corner, we have two tables that we use to do true statistical analysis. We look for the standard deviation range, and anything that's outside that is an outlier. In this particular image, you can see one DOM highlighted in red. That home's been on the market 228 days. It's outside the normal range of data, and if you take it out of the data, instead of the average DOM being 71 days, it is 62 days. I know, way too much information. This table shows all the closings for so far this year. Notice here we look at outliers for days on market, cumulative days on market, which is the period that includes escrow, list price, and close price. Okay, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Here's the last bit of detail. This chart shows the value range of the closings. The red dots represent the close price. The yellow dots represent the original list price of the same transaction. Notice, in this case, the yellow dots are all above the red dot, indicating a price reduction at some point, either during the listing to make it more attractive or during contract negotiation. However, there are many times in many communities when we see a yellow dot or a series of yellow dots below the red dot, which shows a price increase. This is particularly true in the Ladera ranch condo market. Basically what this says is buyers and economic conditions set the market value. In closing, we would like to say thank you for listening. We have tried to make this a high-level, 40,000 elevation, if you will, view and explanation of how the market is evolving. If you need more detail, or if you need help with your real estate needs, or just have questions about forbearance or prices or DOM, anything at all, please contact me. The team I work with would love to be of service. Thank you very much.